Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Around the Foot Market. Guys, thank you so much for clicking on the video tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a video that will probably be out pretty early in the morning for the UK guys, later in the night for the NA, but I think for everybody it's going to be a video that you're going to want to watch on my channel. I think by the time we are going to upload this video, we'll probably hit 200,000 subs. I tell you guys, man, I don't really look into that stuff and I'm not like flexing it, but thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate it. You know, much love, and let's keep going. So we're continuing this spree of the double uploads. Tonight, guys, it's going to be one of the videos that'll be one of my I've probably done 2 or 3 trading videos so far, but this will be a video that you guys are going to want to watch if you're running a Road to Glory account next year. Or even if you have money accounts, man. So stay tuned if you guys have that. There'll be parts in this video that will help you guys out if you do have money accounts. Keep that in mind, right? It's all at the end of the day, guys. All this content is there to help you guys, and it's all there for you guys to take advantage of. I'm not a guy who's going to sit here and kind of like kiss you guys up, give you guys BS information just to make videos, right? I'm trying to give you guys information that's useful. So make sure you guys pay attention. Look, if there's a part of the video that you don't really get, I'm going to try my best to dumb everything down in a way that makes sense to everybody. And that should be the best way to do these videos. All I can say to you guys is if you enjoy it, drop a thumbs up. And maybe in the comments down below, what is a coin total you guys got to let me know, right? Like if you're doing a money account or Road to Glory. And then after that, maybe just let me know, like, how many coins are you guys looking to make? What's a goal that you're setting for yourself in the first week or 2 of the game? And that's a good way to go about it. So this video is going to be basically, we're going to be talking about a few things early on in FIFA that you're going to want to keep in your mind with trading and with investing, right? There's a few things that we got to talk about. And so we're going to go on to none other than FUT, right? FUT is unbelievable. We got to talk about that at a certain point. But I wanted to start off with you guys and just tell you guys about how the market works early on in FIFA, because it's very important that you just understand how the market works. So when you hop on into FIFA, guys, everything is cheaper than it will be. Everything is cheap. And the reason for that is because nobody has coins, right? Nobody starts off with coins on FIFA. You either hop on a console when you get the EA access, you load up points, you get points, right? And then you spend packs, and then you start to get some income off the packs. Or not income, revenue. Well, I don't even know what you would say for that. Coins just in general. And then you would be able to spend those coins down the line. And that's why some people have a lot of coins early on, because they spend a lot of money. A lot of other people, including myself, we don't spend money on the game, right? So we start off with nothing. We start off with some starter backpacks. And we got to kind of ourselves, we have to go onto the game and basically figure out how are we going to grind and be able to make coins on the game. So it's not an easy thing to do, guys. And that's why I'm here today to try to help you guys. So right, the concept of that means that, obviously, guys, the market is going to continue to go up pretty much since the game comes out, all right? So pretty much, guys, since the start of the game, the market's going to go up. Every single day you're on the game, the market's going to go up, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind these 2 dates, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about something really quick just with the market. Before we get into anything trading, before we get into any kind of methods, anything like that, let's just talk about the market. Now, also to plug this, I have 2 other videos on my channel, EA Access and Web App videos, about trading specific methods. You guys should go watch those if you haven't already, right? Those are walkthroughs. I've literally done console methods with you guys and show you guys. So let me show you guys something right here that would maybe make sense to you guys. I'm going to show you guys Leroy Sané, right? He's a left wing. He's very in demand. And we're going to pull up his graph last year. He's a Premier League player. I'll pull up his graph from the start of the game all the way until November 10th, right? November 10th is like pre-Black Friday. So as you guys can see here, on PlayStation, he starts off at 58K, and you guys can see the inflation that happens every single day. This is when PlayStation gets the early access. So this would be the one that comes with your pre-order. People load up points, and as you guys can see there, his spike is pretty crazy, right? He goes all the way up to 150K. Now, why does he drop on this day right here? Okay? He drops, guys, because this day right here is the full game release. So last year, the full game release was Friday, September 28th. This year, it's going to be Friday, September 27th. What you need to know about this date. This is a very important date in the market. The market is going to rise from the start of the game all the way until this date. There's a chance on this date that the market drops a bit with the gold cards. Now, a lot of people may prepare for this, and they may not buy as much, but you have to understand, Friday, September 28th is the date that many, many people across the world get the game. A lot of you guys watching my videos and a lot of people over on these communities are the hardcore players. Most people get the game on this date, okay? So most people are going to spend their money this day. This is the biggest pack opening day of the year, probably outside of Black Friday and maybe some Team of the Year stuff. That's pretty much the 3 days. So you have a massive supply of golds on this day, okay? Just so you guys understand the concept. So, first easy way to make coins. Understand this trend. When you're on the game and you're looking at players, okay? This trend is completely relevant to any player. Now, the thing that I will tell you is obviously after that Friday, players are going to rise. Why do players rise? Because they get the crazy supply that day and the demand is crazy because people get the game and then they want to use players because they have coins. So you guys can see here that Sane just continues to rise, right? He goes up for a while. That's just the reality. So keep in mind and understand these dates, right? EA access into the full game release, that's a rise. Full game release day, a little bit of a dip, and then you're going to rise more and more and more. Those are easy trends right away. You guys can keep in the back of your heads, whether you're a professional player, you're an average player, you're a road to glory, you're spending $5,000, whatever it is, understand those trends. Whether you're making your team, you have even if you have side cash, right? Let me paint you this example. You're a person that's spending tons of FIFA points. You build your dream team and you have 2 million coins left over. Go invest in these players. Go buy meta players. Go look into players that, or make another team, right? Make another team of players that you think is popular. Like, that's going to do you coins, right? So this is another player I want to show you guys because I want to show you guys like players that are just, can I search Yetter? Does Yetter pop up? And Yetter pop up? Okay, let's go. Who's a player that, you know, went like crazy last year? Let's go. Depay's graph is weird. Let's do like Sun. Let's do like Sun. Oh, I definitely didn't spell that right. Let's do Sun. All right. He should pop up. And if he doesn't pop up, this is broken. Why does he not pop up? All right, can we get a player down here that we don't... Okay, Son, boom. All right, Heung-min Son, 84 rated. Same thing here, guys. I'm going to go grab his graph from last year so we can talk about this. Okay, so Heung-min Son, you can see the same thing happened. Friday, September 28th, he took the dip. This is a little bit more low budget than Sane. Then he keeps rising. Also understand he's an 84 rated, so the supply on him is going to be a lot higher than a Leroy Sane. But you guys can see here that this rise, look, take advantage, understand the trend. Most players are going to do this. It only makes sense that every day that goes on, players continue to rise. Why? Because people get more coins. That's just the reality. Anybody playing this game early, day by day, is going to go get more coins. So there's going to be a continual rise, right? Right away, I don't want you guys to just sit here and say, okay, Nick, I understand that trend. No! Own it, right? Like, know that that's going to happen. And if you guys have leftover coins on, let's say, Monday, go buy a player or two that's meta, right? Just invest in it. This is a really good way to trade. Because what you guys can do is you don't have to buy the card on Sunday and then sell it on Thursday. You could buy this card Sunday and flip it on Monday when you like the price, right? If you like this at 50, if you see a 55K on Monday, you go ahead and you sell it, right? And then you move the coins into somewhere else as the week goes, or then you start to multiply the coins and you have more coins to trade with. So understand that trend. That trend is really important. And as you guys can see, as I just showed you it was Son, this trend is everywhere, man. This trend is happening with every single player. Look at Andy Robertson. Look at the 81. So Andy Robertson, guys, as an 81, this is what you got to understand, right? Look at Robertson. Robertson's an 81 rated, bro. You know how many times this card gets packed? So look at the trend. It doesn't matter. Early on, they have the dip on the Friday. Now, 81s are a lot more supplied. So obviously, his price range was 10,000 coins, so he was limited in his rise. But you guys can still see here, the day before the EA access, or the full game release, the guy was 8.5K. Then he took a little bit of a dip. And then, you know, 81s are not going to hold value for the rest of the year. That's just the reality. But you guys should be able to use that trend where you guys sell your teams probably Wednesday or Thursday, the day before the full game release, and then you guys can buy them back on that Friday or Saturday and flip later in that week, right? That's just the trend you guys, in my opinion, can use to your advantage. So that's the number one thing that I want to talk about, that for you guys, you got to understand that trend. You got to keep it in the back of your minds. It's going to help you guys a lot. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is going to be some of the earlier Ones to Watch cards. Now, Ones to Watch, guys, gets released on the full game release day. So this upcoming year, Ones to Watch will get released on the 27th. So that's an important day for you guys because it's a really nice way to make coins. How do you make coins off this? Okay, last year on my channel, I talked to you guys about this. A lot of you may remember it. You can invest in the players, right, that have a gold card of a Ones to Watch card. For example, last year, take a look at what happened to Nainggolan when Nainggolan went into Ones to Watch. Check this out, because these players don't have a lot of supply early on because the game's been out for a week. Look at what happened, okay? I'm going to show you. You guys are going to freak out when you see this. Look what happened to Nainggolan when he went out of packs, okay? This is the day right here that he went out of packs. 119K. You look 1 week later, he's 190,000 coins. 190K from 117K. And he actually had a peak on one of these days of over, like, I think he was 200 plus or something. He was extinct. It was crazy. Now, why did he rise so much? He's a meta player that it doesn't matter about the amount of investors in it. He's so important and he's such a viable FIFA player that he's just going to rise. It's going to happen. You can't avoid it. It's just going to happen. So with a guy like Nainggolan, that's the kind of card that you want to target. Now, there's other players too. I think Socrates was another one last year that flew, and he's like a random 84 Prem center back. But early on, this is a very important card to a lot of people's teams. So take a look at what happened, right? Look at this, chat. I mean, I'm serious. Like, not chat, people watching the video. Check this out, bro. This is the day he goes out of packs. He's 7.8, and he ends up going up to 14K, like 14, 15K. It's crazy because this card, even though he had a lot of supply early on, it's like, you know, he has to go up. Now, Mars is an interesting one, and this is something that I faulted last year. This was just overinvested. Okay, this is a player that is overinvested because so many people were expecting him in ones to watch that what ended up happening was he was in so many people's starter teams that he just kept rising. And when he went into ones to watch, he actually went down in price. So as you guys can see here, basically people were selling all week, and he never really, he never really went up. So he kind of was at that 55, and then he ended up kind of just chilling at 50. So be careful with this. Don't get too caught up in it. But I do want to tell you guys that this is a fantastic way of investing. My biggest win from last year was Cancelo. And Cancelo is a very low-rated card. I had the 81 Cancelo last year. I had about 20. I bought them at like 6.8 to 10K. And I think I sold them pretty close to 30K. I can double check that for you guys right now. But because this gold card went out of packs, yep, you guys can see right here, he ended up going to 32K. I pretty much bought them. No, I bought them at 15K then. I think I bought them. No, I bought them about 15, 16K. That's where I bought them exactly. And the day he went out of packs, right, he went to that max price range, and then he started going up. So this is a very meta player. This guy links with Cristiano Ronaldo last year. So of course he's going to go up. So you have to look for players in ones to watch like that, right? You see other players as well. I'm pretty sure Fred went up a ton. We could double check that for you guys. This is an out of packs investing method. This is a method that is going to be able to work for you guys. You just have to make sure you're picking the right players. And look, I'm not going to specifically be on a YouTube video this year, guys, telling you exactly what to do. You're going to have to figure out the ones you like. But Fred last year was a very important and meta player, right? Goes all the way up from 26K all the way to like 45K, 44, 43, 49K. So this is another player that's a huge, huge player that you're going to want to look to do next year. So what do we know about next year's ones to watch so far? We know that some are confirmed. That's what I can tell you guys. Now, what I can tell you guys based off my Nainggolan example, and this is what I want you to understand. This is a part of the video where if you're a guy who's spending a lot of FIFA points, I want you to listen right now. If you're spending a lot of FIFA points on this game, go and look at Hazard this year. Go and look at Griezmann. I think Griezmann's going to get a ones to watch. I'd be shocked if Griezmann didn't. Those are like two players that I think you guys should really look at going for. What I'm trying to explain to you, and Nainggolan was my example of that. Nainggolan shows you that a player that is a top tier or a meta player, and this guy's 85 and he went up 70K, is going to rise no matter what. So no matter what happens, if he gets into ones to watch, if he doesn't, that kind of player is just going to rise because they're so important to people's teams early on that people don't care about a card going out of packs. They got to buy it for their team, and they just keep rising. So you already have confirmed information that Hazard's going to be in. Hazard is going to be a very popular player this year. I'm telling you guys right now, to the guy spending money, this is a really good card. I've played the game. People are going to love this card. It's going to be 300-400K, and I think when this card goes out of packs, he's going to rise another 100-150K. So if you're a guy that's spending a lot of money on the game, start to get some targets like Hazard, start to get some cards like Griezmann that when they go out of packs are just going to fly because all they have is an expensive ones to watch. Hazard and Griezmann's ones to watch this year, guys, are going to be over 1 million coins. All they have is that card, and they just have a gold card. And the gold card is going to be so far away from the price of the ones to watch that naturally, not only is it out of packs, it's also way too far away from the ones to watch, which is going to make the appeal, the appeal on the player when they get the ones to watch is always a lot. Like, people are always really into the card when he gets the ones to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying, guys. If Hazard and Griezmann get thrown into a promo team, you kind of want to suddenly use them. So that's also why they go up. So in my eyes, inevitably, those two guys are going to fly this year. So if you guys are a guy with a high budget, I would look at those. I would be careful this year with other players. Players that I do like this year so far, from like the ones to watch team that I'm expecting. The thing with the ones to watch this year, guys, last year was a lot easier to predict. This year, there are so many players that might get a ones to watch that I would be careful with this investing method. I like the top tier players of those people. I think like Jovic may go up nicely because he's Real Madrid. For me, guys, I would look into like Ferland Mendy and Militao. I think either way, those guys are going to go up. And then I like Bisaka. I also like Pepe. Now that those guys are confirmed, I like those. I'm a fan of Bisaka. Although he's low rated, I think that that's a very important player to people's teams. I think people are going to try him out, and I think he'll be like 50K early on. I also think Pepe is going to be expensive early on. I think people are going to hope that he gets informs. So I think his ones to watch will be expensive, and that'll help his price. When would you buy these players? You'd probably buy these players closer towards the end of the week, where the Friday comes and then the ones to watch comes out, and that's on the full game release, guys. So that's something you have to understand. Next thing that I would tell you guys about how to make a lot of coins next year. Figure out early on who is a popular player. I cannot express this enough. Futbin has a feature called PGP. Basically, what you guys can do in this tab, they had it for FIFA 19. I showed you guys in a lot of my videos. You guys can literally track players in the game and sort them by games played. Okay? I told my stream today, do this, but I'm telling you guys on YouTube as well. Use this feature. Look at players yourself of who's being really used in the game, who's like super overpowered, just who people are loving, man. That's what is really important about this feature. You got to get on and you got to see who people are messing around with. If, for example, let's say Sissoko is the #1 used player in FIFA 20, and you're checking that out, okay? What can you use that information? Like, how can you use that information? Well, you can understand that day by day, he's probably going to keep rising, because if you're the most popular player in FIFA and people are still getting coins, and let's say he's like 6K, yeah, he's probably going to keep rising. So you can use those kind of trends to help you out. I also think it's really helpful with like rewards flipping. So when we learn when rewards days are, so I think this year you've got division rivals and weekly rewards on Thursday. Once we actually learn when those dates are for next year, we can start to understand the reward cycles, when we need to be buying and when we need to be selling. So I think that cycle is going to really help a lot of us next year understand some of that. And I think once we understand that, what you guys can do is you guys can use that PGP tab on Futbin to help you understand who to invest in for rewards. It is really important because you can start to sort by leagues, right? You can start to sort by certain things and understand, okay, who should I buy before Weekend League rewards this week? Because obviously with Weekend League rewards, guys, Weekend League rewards brings an influx of coins to the market. People get rewards. And what do people do when they get rewards? Well, they upgrade their teams, especially in the first 4 months of the game. People go crazy. Every reward set, every rewards is the way for people to go and upgrade their team. So when people get the rewards, they're obviously hopping right onto the game, and they're going to try to upgrade their team. So that's the concept you guys have to understand. And what you guys can ultimately do is start to learn that trend. And then once you get that trend, guys, you guys can use that really, really well to almost learn exactly how to, use the trend every week. So next thing we got to talk about, early team of the weeks. Early team of the weeks is extremely profitable, guys. I cannot explain that to you enough. Early team of the weeks are so big. What I would tell you guys is this, all right? Everybody in team of the week 1 that is meta, so in terms of like, are they a good card? And they're like not super expensive, like pretty good, well priced. Okay, so let me give you an example. Timo Werner would be a pretty good example in my opinion from last year. This card is a great card early on to invest and trade with, right? This is somebody that people are going to want to use. Look at what happened to him from the time he went into packs and the time he went out of packs. Even when he went in packs is what I want to show you. So this is the time that he's in packs. He's in packs, I think, until this Wednesday. All right? So he kind of peaks there. So what's going to happen this year, and I think it's going to be very similar. Everybody's going to try to invest in Team of the Week 1. And if you don't understand about Team of the Week 1, guys, Team of the Week 1 is just a really rare Team of the Week because it's a Team of the Week that's only out on EA Access / the web app. So it's pretty rare. In my eyes, what's going to happen to this Team of the Week, people are going to try to invest in it before it goes out of packs. When Team of the Week goes out of packs, guys, the supply is no longer there. We go to a new Team of the Week, right? So they start to get rarer. What is going to happen, in my opinion, is there is going to be this little down spike because people are going to start selling because people are going to be like, it's not rising, it's not rising. And then it's going to fly. So keep your eyes on Team of the Week 1 in the beginning of October. And just to understand, if you look at every single year's trends, Team of the Week 1 is going to continue to rise pretty much up until the new year. Pretty much up until like Black Friday or anytime they get resupplied, Team of the Week 1 is going to rise really nicely for most of the year. Unless there's a player in the same position that's going to knock them out. I'll show you here with Payet. Payet has like a really nice rise early on. So just understand that that is like a consistent trend of every year. If you go and look at Team of League 1, they just continue rising. You guys can see here, this is the date that Payet went out of packs. Dude goes from like 52K on the day he goes out of packs to what? A month later, about 101K. So you're looking at a lot of these Team of League 1s that double. Something you guys can do is very similar to the ones to watch concept. Team of the Week 2 drops almost the day, I think it's the day or two before the full game release. Start to kind of follow the football that's going on, because what you guys can start to do is figure out who's going to get into that Team of the Week. When you know who's going to get into that Team of the Week, or you have a good assumption, let's say for this Ben Yedder, for example, right? You know that his gold card's going to go out of packs. If Ben Yedder's being used a ton at the beginning of FIFA and his gold card goes out of packs, then what's going to happen? Obviously, it has to rise. So as you guys can see here, look at what happened to Ben Yedder when he went into the Team of the Week. He went from 6K to 9K, okay? And he only went to 9K because his max price range was 10K. So understand that if you guys can start to associate and identify players that are going to get into future Team of the Weeks, especially early on, that are meta, are going to rise a lot. Let's take a look at Insigne. Insigne is not even like that meta of a card last year, but he's an 88 rated and he's a left wing. Let's see what happened to his card when he went out of packs. We're going to pull it up right here. So Insigne goes from 37K all the way up to, let's see the price. So out of packs, 57K. At the end of the week, before he goes back in packs, 92K on the last day. Keep that in mind, gentlemen. Keep that in mind. Anything that is going to potentially go out of packs in the upcoming FIFA, especially if it's rated over 83 or 84 or has a very high demand, and you guys see it in every online team that you're playing against or something along the lines of that, has a very, very, very good chance, okay, of going up in value a lot. That's what I'm going to tell you is like my biggest thing today. If any player is in a promo team, wants to watch early Team of the Week, they have a gold card, and you guys can try to snag that gold card, whether it's the day before they go out of packs potentially, or if it's actually on the day they go out of packs and you're like, wow, this card's not actually up that much. It's up 1%. Let me go get one. That's an amazing, amazing investing method that you guys can use pretty early on in FIFA. It's something that I would recommend 100% to you guys, man. It's just something that you guys can really use early on. Now, if you've made it to this part of the video, you guys are a real one. And I'm going to show you a really, really easy way to make coins. All right, this one is really easy. This is for my guys that are just going to have those spare coins. Discard Inform Investing. It's the easiest thing ever. What I'm going to show you is this. Look, take a look at this guy, Sydney, right? Always identify when Team of the Weeks come out, 5 players that you like that are about 80 to 82 rated and have a good nationality and a good league they're playing in. What do I mean by that? Top 5 nationality would be like Brazil, Germany, players that you guys are going to think are going to link in SBC Solutions, right? Check out this guy, Sydney. The concept of this, guys, you literally stockpile 1 or 2 of these guys in your club and you check them out later in the year. Look at this right here. So this guy's 10K and, you know, within a month or two, he's actually like 20 to 25K. It's amazing to see what will happen to these guys if you guys check them literally in like 5 or 6 months from the buy time that you bought them at. Sometimes you can be looking at players from the Team of the Week where if you guys can literally be patient, and the cool thing about this method is like you guys could sell at any point that you need to, but if you want to be patient and wait until like 6 months, you're going to make a fortune. If you buy like 5 informs, there's a chance that you might make like 300K, 350K. I do this method and I'll do it on the channel. I post Team of the Week investment videos every Wednesday. I do this literally every Wednesday, or like, well, I do it every Tuesday or Monday. I do this every week, basically, before these cards go out of packs. So, yeah, guys, I don't want to keep you guys here too long. These would be, for me, some insane ways for you guys to make coins early on in FIFA. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully, it helped you guys. If it did, drop a thumbs up. I will probably, as we get closer, post a few more videos like this for you guys, just so you understand what to do. And I think we're going to get another big video going for you guys of things to do, you know, on the web app / EA Access, again, to refresh you guys. I did post a video on that last week, so you guys can check that out if you want. Thank you guys for 200K. I'm going to have an amazing video for you guys in the morning, so hopefully you guys look forward to that. And I'll see you guys in the video soon. Peace out.